Hi guys, so we are going to create a dashboard in the domain of HR. So let's connect the data set first. I'll click here on Excel workbook. I'll go to my data set, which is placed here. I'll click on it, click on open. Let me check the box here, load the data. And it is processing, that's good. Okay, data is now showing up over here. I'll just click this arrow and it will expand. If I keep this table view here, the data is kind of showing up how it looks like in Excel. So you have the names of the employees, their IDs, their gender, the education qualification, the date they have joined, job title, salary, age, and the balance leave. Okay, let's go back to the report view and start off with KPIs first. So I'll click this card over here. Let me just kind of bring it over here, and now let's have salary. Now let's break into drag leave balance and employee ID. Okay, let me just expand this for a minute. 9 million as in salary means what? And 3,000 as in leave balance means what? If I go to my table view, 9 million of salary means the aggregation, adding every single value in the column of salary is resulting in 9 million. Okay. Leave balance again, adding every single value, the column of leave balance is giving me the total leave is 3,000. What about the employees? This doesn't make sense. So I will click this drop down and I'll choose count distinct. Why am I choosing count distinct? Why? Because if I go to table of view, this is the names or sorry, the employee IDs. So it is giving me the unique number of employees that are listed. This is not some mathematical column or a numerical column which I can add. So that's why I'll use count distinct here. Okay, so this is now making much more sense. Okay, now let's click here on horizontal cluster bar chart, and let's try to duplicate here. Let's have our first visual. Let's see education qualification on y-axis with let's see employee ID on x-axis. Again, I will click this drop down, choose count distinct, and then go to format here to switch on data labels, which tells me the number of employees having bachelor's degree. High school is 42, diploma is 41, master's is 29. Interesting. Okay, this I will just align it slightly. Here, the red dotted line which we saw will help me, align uh, the data in a much more better way. Okay, let's reduce this. And now let me again click on this cluster column chart and let's have gender by axis and age on x-axis. If I go over format visual, switch on my data labels, go back here. Cumulative age of female employees is 3,000 plus. Cumulative age of male employees is 2.5 or 2,500 something. Not the best of understanding that we are getting from this visual. A much better insight using this data will be if I click this drop down of age and choose average. This tells me the average age of the female employees is 36 and the average age of male employees is 35. This is more useful for me. When you're trying to recruit, the HR team will see that the average female employees age that the company has is 36. That's where they will be inclined based on the data that we have. And similarly for the men, average age is 35. That's what they are looking for. That doesn't mean that's a strict rule, but it gives them a general idea over here. Okay, now let's click on funnel chart. Let's bring gender on category, salary on values. Again, I'll click this salary drop down and choose average here. I'm getting here average female salary and average male salary. Again, it helps uh, in understanding the company trend of average salary for females and males, how it is going on in various in the entire organization. Okay. All right. Now let's click on area chart and bring in, see the name of the employees. And also I'll drag salary on y-axis. And I'll expand this a little bit. And I will choose filter on this visual. Make sure you have not highlighted something else. So if I've highlighted this visual, I will do the filtering on this one. No, I am going to do filter on this visual. So I'll click this visual. In filters on this visual, I'll click this drop down. I'll go to top end. I'll click here. Right here, 7. 7 of what? I'll bring salary. I'll click apply filter. Okay. So that's now this is my top 7 employees based on salary. So I can just go here, go to general, go to title, and type here top 7 employees based on salary. Okay, interesting, right? Okay, let's have a line chart. Click on this arrow, expanded hierarchy, bring one to x-axis, and employee ID on right axis. Again, I will choose here distinct, the format, switching data label. So I'm getting a breakdown of the employees joining in each of these months. Okay, interesting. All right, let's now choose say tree map, and in this tree map, let me have job title here, and I bring salary on the values, and I'll click this drop down and I'll choose average, which on my data labels here. So I'm getting average salary for various job titles. Okay. Now to drive our dashboard, let's bring in a slicer. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th row, I have my slicer here. I'll click on it. Let me bring job title here. I'd like to change the format that it looks into. So I'll take format, slicer settings, choose typing. Okay, gives much better look. Okay, I like to reduce it here with this visual. I don't need the header here, so I can simply switch it off. I am now getting 4 names of the job, various job titles. Of course, I can click this arrow. It'll take me to whichever um, name I'm looking for. Now I've got the slicer as well. If I click this marketing manager, based on that selection, I'm getting the various number of employees, their salaries, the leave of absence, who joined when, and so on. Marketing specialist, that's what we have, packaging associate, and so on. And I click on this again, everything is back to normal. Okay, right? Now let's have here the title box. So click on the text box. Let me bring it here. Let me switch on the title here and type here. The title is so type the title here is which are analytics dashboard. Let me bring it in the center by clicking here and increase the font. And then this much is okay. To bring in the theme, and then we'll decide the final font. Okay, theme is what I just mentioned. So I go over here, view, I'll click this drop down. Let me choose the Copilot view over here. Okay, so now this looks really nice. I'd like to have, these three. The spacing over here is not even. So I'll click here, hold Control key, select this visual and this visual, add, align, distribute horizontally. Now the spacing is equal. This helps me also to reduce the work slightly so that I can align it. Done. Okay, over here, I want to give some space as well. It's fine. I can kind of leave the spacing on the top as it is. We can do one more thing. I can click on my one chart, go to format visual, general, effects, transparency 100%, making this transparent. So click on this one, again, make it 100% transparent. Okay, so that is kind of very interesting. We select these two together by holding Control key, and they both are now transparent. This is my title box. I'd like to make that transparent as well. Click tree map, make it transparent as well. Okay. My slicer is slightly different over here. I'll make it transparent, but these won't be transparent. Let it be as it is. Also, my slicer. If I click on it, for the moment, let's go here in general effects. That's the story. So if I go to my call out, and if I go to my background and I choose on, and if I choose here transparent, uh, I need to do something else as well. Go to my cards. I have here background, make it transparent, and go to general. So background, transparent. Okay. Master card layout. Now everything is good. Okay. All right. This looks really nice. Based on what we have selected, we can do one more thing as well. If I click on this visual, I'll choose my format. I'll go to general effects. In my shadow, okay, I'll choose the color to be black. Not outside, I'll choose inside the offset. Not custom, I'll choose top right. So it will show the shadow like this. Okay, I'll select this one as well and do the same thing inside and top right. Select one and two. Choose inside and top right. Okay, one. So this is a different type, so it won't work. So should go back and do it individually. Should be black inside top right. Okay, I missed the color over here. Has to be black. Okay. Here as well. So be careful, do not be in a rush. In black inside right. Done. You can click here. Let's see how this one looks. Okay? Visual border side. Right, that's some of the mental good look. Seems to be like this. And okay, we can do one thing. I can go to effects. We can switch off the border. Okay, that way, it looks even more elegant. All right, this looks very nice. So this is an excellent interactive dashboard that we just created. We have two product managers. So whatever I'm selecting, we are having the interactivity. We are having a totally dynamic dashboard back to default. If you intend to discuss further about data analytics, you would like to have a free counseling about data analytics, the entire tools in the data analytics, not just Power BI. Power BI, Tableau, Excel, SQL, Python, machine learning, generative AI. You can reach me on, let me put up my banner, full directly. So, let's just put it up. Okay, so you can directly reach me on any of these email addresses. I'll be more than happy to discuss the roadmap. Of course, you don't have to pay anything for your counseling. You can have a free demo as well before you intend to enroll on any of the courses that I have mentioned. Also, if you'd like to have a free, you know, uh, Power BI file and the data set, you can again reach me on the same email address, the one that we just covered in the session. You can definitely reach out to me and I'll be happy to share it with you. All right. Thank you very much for connecting, guys, and I wish you all the best. Please do like and subscribe if you find the information useful. Thanks once again. Take care.